With your compelling CV and convincing answers during the interview, you might have landed a new job. It is now time for you to prepare yourself to succeed in that new job. How are you going to do that? In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 tips to help you succeed in your new job. Coming up. What is going on? My name is Ramesh. Welcome to another video on Mudgal's Musings, a channel dedicated to increasing your productivity. If this happens to be your first time here, consider subscribing because I keep posting one interesting video every single week to help you increase your productivity. And don't forget to hit that bell button so that you don't miss out anything exciting on this channel and you get notified every time I upload a new video. Tip number 1. Say yes to exciting opportunities even if you don't know how to execute them. Why? You see, every new job comes with lots of opportunities, and organizations, institutions, companies are looking for people who would like to take up new challenges, who would like to take up new responsibilities, who are willing to stretch themselves, have stretch goals for themselves, go beyond their comfort zone. So even if you are a newbie in an organization, once you set out your mind on succeeding in that organization, you want to make a career in that organization, you want to thrive in that organization, I think by taking more challenges, by seeking opportunities of contributing yourself, whenever the opportunities knock doors at you, or you seek the opportunities, take on those challenges, learn things even if you don't know how to execute them. But then this is definitely going to come a long way when you look at your long-term goal of being with the organization or acquiring new skill sets. And definitely this is also going to help you come out of your own comfort zone, learn and acquire new skill sets. At the same time, add on a lot more credibility to your candidature, which you demonstrated during your interview. Saying yes to new opportunities can lead to exciting results, can lead to fantastic results. You see, I have an example of one of my friends and colleague. It's the story goes back almost about 22 years ago when we have all had started our careers and we were working in an organization. Now, this gentleman, he had come from a rural background and he had very limited information and knowledge about several things. It was a big institution and it was such a huge break for him to have been selected in that organization. Now, one of the biggest advantages or biggest strengths of this gentleman was that he was willing to learn. He was willing to take up opportunities. You see, opportunities came up in many forms. Number one was that the swimming coach wanted some kind of an assistant, somebody who would actually help him in taking care of the students and managing the classes. This gentleman offered him to assist over there. It was beyond his responsibility, beyond his duty. So on his of his own volition, he offered him, and in the process, he learned swimming. Every day he used to go there, swim, help the students, help the coach, and then finally he also, who wasn't knowing swimming, he learned swimming. Second thing was about taking care of the students in a hostel. The warden was finding it difficult to manage so many students and he wanted some assistants to take care of them, to help them, to supervise them during the evenings. And this gentleman offered his services, his help, and his assistance, and thereby he acquired a new skill of managing the students in a hostel. And he also developed a very good rapport with the students as well, and they started liking him, they started appreciating his help. And the third and the most important aspect which led to a complete transformation of his career was when in the computer lab, the students in the hostel who were staying in the evening wanted to have access to the computer laboratory, whereas the computer teacher was actually a day teacher. He wasn't staying in the hostel. What this gentleman did, again, when there was an opportunity that was sort of quite a few people actually declined. They didn't want to extend, stretch themselves. Whereas this gentleman once again came forward. He said, yes, I am going to be there. I will take care of this class. So every evening in batches, he would actually take the students to the computer lab. He learned how to open the computer, how to boot it up, and then all those initial things. I'm talking about the 1998 and 99 time which is like we were still absolutely new to computers at that point of time. So this opportunity he made use of. In the process, he learned almost everything about the computers. He was absolutely novice, he didn't know anything. By helping the students, by stretching, by making use of the opportunity that was provided to him, he pursued his passion, his liking and his learning for computers for a very long time. And he in fact changed his career from being a teacher. He is now working as a senior animation expert in one of the leading animation companies in Bangalore. So seeking opportunities, making use of those opportunities can also lead to fantastic changes in your career. Tip number 2 is to establish achievable goals within the first month of joining a new organization. Most of the organizations would already be having some kind of goals or some kind of achievable targets that they would have prepared in the form of key performance areas or key performance indicators. If you have them, it's fantastic. If your boss has given them already to you, it's very good. Then you have a very clear-cut idea in terms of what your organization's expectations are, what your boss's expectations are, what you're expected to achieve within a certain time frame. Now, in case you have not been given, it is necessary and it is advisable that you take the opportunity of meeting up with your immediate supervisor, immediate manager, ask that him or her what needs to be done, what are your deliverables, what are you accountable for, what is the time frame within which you are expected to deliver those results. I think this establishes a very clear goalpost for you, and you can actually plan your own time frame to deliver these goals or these targets for the organization. And you will definitely, once you deliver these goals and once you deliver the results, obviously you are definitely going to be successful in a new job. Tip number 3 is to become social and make new friends in your new organization. See, it's very easy once you get into a new organization to make new friends, maybe in your own department, whether it's an education institute, manufacturing unit, a finance company, or any kind of a company. It will definitely have some people who are already working in that organization. Now, there could be some star performers already working in that organization who have been able to carve a niche for themselves, and the organization looks up to them as people who deliver. Now, seek out those people. You need to learn from them. You need to make friends with them. Of course, you have to kind of maintain the professional distance, and you go near, you approach them in a diplomatic manner so that nothing offends them. There could also be ego issues with respect to those people being in the organization for a long time. Respecting all those emotions and considerations, when you approach these people who have been contributed to the organization in a big way, you will be able to learn certain new things from them. Now, they could be in your own department, and there are also other peers also. You could maintain very good relations with your peers, learn from them as well. If you have questions, you could actually ask those questions to them, so that as much as possible, you will be able to absorb a work culture, the ethics, the practices, the paradigms which are established in that organization. And these networking conditions, these relationships with your co-workers are going to help you become a better performer, a better worker. And especially when you find a mentor in a top performer, you are definitely going to be motivated to do so much more better. Up next, reflect regularly on the goals that you have set for yourself, even if the goals have been provided by your organization or by your boss. By reflecting on the goals that you have to achieve, that you are expected to deliver, you will be in a better position to control and monitor whether you are going in the right direction, whether you are losing track, whether you are going astray, whether the amount of work that you need to be putting in, if there is any reorganization of your strategies, your work approach, if you need to be doing all that, so that you are one step closer to achieving that particular goal. And once in a while, and preferably once in 3 months, it is better that you meet up with your immediate supervisor or manager and then talk to them about your goals and figure out and say whether you're in the right direction. You can ask questions like, okay, is this enough? Is this what you have been expecting me to do? Or is there something else that I need to be working upon? Is there something else that I need to be achieving? Am I on the right track? So by asking these questions to your immediate supervisor, you are reaffirming yourself whether you are on the right track or you need to change your direction or your strategy. Every organization has its own set of problems, and it is necessary that as a new employee you become part of the solution and not of the problem. Now, if you have seen something that is not happening correctly, there are certain things which are happening wrongly, which are absolutely not bringing results, the desired results, then instead of actually pointing out that problem and say, hey, well, you guys are doing these things wrong, this is not how it is done, you need to offer solutions to them. You can actually say things like that, sir, I think if you give me this opportunity, actually I'll try something which I'm hopeful that I'll be able to turn around this particular department or a section, or bring in some changes which are going to be positive and which are going to be beneficial to the organization. So such a thing is going to be looked upon by the co-workers and by your supervisor in a positive manner, rather than when you point out a finger at the organization and at the people who have been working there and say things are not happening correctly. That's all on Mudgal's Musings this week. Thanks for watching this video. Like it if you like it, and do share the video among your friends and acquaintances, just in case they might also like such videos. Question of the day: what other tips and tricks do you recommend to new employees or the people who have found a new job and who want to thrive and succeed in that job? Do mention them in the comments below. Till I see you next time, have a wonderful time ahead. Bye-bye.